Hello, I'm Chris Thompson. Welcome to another edition of Movietime. Okay, so I'm gonna do a review of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. What's it called? Oh, it's called. Hold on, I just watched it. It is called The Tale of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it is a continuation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and it's supposed to bridge the gap between that movie and the sequel that's going to be coming out at some point. And so what we have is we have two story arcs, each 6 episodes long, and it's done a little different from the other series, is that it starts with them together, they split up, and it shows all the stuff that happened separately on their missions, and then they end up coming together and doing fighting together. In both cases, they reintroduce a character from, I think it goes back to the 2003 series. There was a guy named Bishop, which now Bishop is a woman, and I like the character a lot better. I thought Bishop was boring. It's like when he came in the show, I was like wanting to, on the old ones, I wanted to just skip past it. But this character is a lot more interesting and a lot more crazy. And so the first season, it's mostly just the main turtles, not any of the other mutants. They pop up, the other mutants that were introduced in Mutant Mayhem. They they don't have Rocksteady and Bebop in either one of them, but they do have Ray Fillet and Ray Fillet and Leatherhead and a few others, and they also introduced 2 new characters. Well, they're not new, they're like I said from the previous series. One of them is Pigeon Pete, and the other one is Metalhead, the robotic turtle. So that's pretty cool. That's some cool stuff they added, and they also introduced some new, like, they are sea mutants. One of them is a seahorse played by Danny Trejo, Sally the Seahorse, and Lee the Ill, which is just Lee is just ill spelt backwards, and so they make fun of her for that. But okay, so in the first one, they fight against Bishop and her evil robots that she's sent to go after mutants, and this dumb guy who's like working with her just because his dad's making him get a job, and he's paying for her research because his dad's rich. His dad was just tired of him, wants to get away from him. Well, he's like, well, everything mutates eventually. That's it. What if it's gonna turn on people? And she looks at him because he's just this dumb guy, or he seems like a dumb guy. And he ends up being right. It goes after him. It senses mutations and everything. So then, all of a sudden, it's like, well, everything mutates. And so the robots are like, we're going to kill all life on Earth. And it's like, oops. I guess she didn't see Terminator. So that's the adventure. And the second adventure is these, the sea creatures. They are introduced. And we also bring in Pigeon Pete. He was introduced in the first 6 episode story arc, and he seems pretty stupid, but he ends up talking in the end. But so these things, they're trying to get this pearl back, which was the pearl that they lived in under and around before they mutated, and they think if they get it back and take it back to the sea, then they can go back to the sea with their family who's rejected them because they're mutants. And so it's the side where they're kind of not so bad, but they are. The goldfish guy, Goldfin, he turns out to be a mean asshole. And the other ones, they just wanted to go back home. So in the end, they end up becoming friends. Obviously not the bad one, with the turtles. And I really like it because I liked see, if you didn't like Mutant Mayhem, you're probably not going to like this one. I really like it. I really liked Mutant Mayhem, and I really liked how the the Turtles really seem like real teenagers with teenage problems and stuff like that. I think it makes it the best. I mean, that was the whole thing that made Spider-Man different from everything that was out when Stanley came up with Spider-Man, because he was this young teenager with teenage problems and teenage issues, and it made it more realistic. The only thing I'm gonna say I didn't like about it is that most of the time Splinter is talking what they call I don't know, vermin, where it's just a bunch of squeaking and cracking and stuff, and I think that's dumb. I don't know why they did that. They should have just got somebody to imitate Jackie Chan's voice, because obviously they didn't get him back for the voice. And then the other times, which is in the second story arc, you have Splinter, but they're doing a video interview things, and they're overdubbing his voice with the Turtles' voices. Okay, so that's the one thing I don't like. I liked it. I think it wasn't enough. I think it was 12 episodes is not enough. With an animation like that, you got to have at least 20, 23, 24 episodes, whatever, like they used to be. Because I got through it in like almost one night. If I would have started earlier, I could have gone through the whole thing. So you can watch it in about a day if you really go through it one after another. And I mean, and if you didn't like I said, if you didn't like Mutant Mayhem, you won't like this. But I mean, it's fun. It's a good show, and something you can watch with your kids if you have kids. I don't have kids. I am the kid in my family. No, it's just me and my girlfriend and my pets. But I'm the kid. I'm the kid at heart. I still watch cartoons, and I love it. I love it. I love video games. I like cartoons. I like all that stuff, man. You don't have to stop having fun just because you grow up. Okay, so I mean, that's all I'm really gonna say about that. I really liked it. You might like it too, and I don't know, just check it out if you want. You might not like it, you might like it, but if you like it, cool. So like, this has been the first movie time in years, and so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hold on, let me get that. All right, see you guys.